Welcome to the stream, everybody. Welcome to Legacy of Kain Defiance, blog backlog. Of course, they dropped this on the busiest day of my life. Had so much to do today, couldn't get to this till just now at the very end of the night. And of course, you guys don't already know this. I do have a Blood Omen 2 playthrough that I've been holding on to for the last like 4 or 5 months. So I'm planning on getting out there. I think it's going to be an all trophy run of the game. So I do have that coming for you. It's just hilarious that I'm going to be streaming this before I even upload that. So between both of my channels, I have Legacy of Kain 1 and 2 remastered playthrough. I also have Legacy of Kain Blood Omen 1 and Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver 1, the PS3 version up on channel 2 of Blog Backlog. So I'll be able to actually get all the games, the PS5 version of all these games on the channel pretty soon. I'm very happy about that. I actually meant to do a video about Legacy of Kain Defiance. There was a rumor that dropped a couple months back that I missed. I caught it maybe like a couple weeks ago, maybe 3-4 weeks ago. I meant to do like a little upload of it, but just did not get around to it. But it looks like that rumor was indeed true, and we have Defiance here with us today. The leak came back about a week ago also. I should have covered it about a week ago. But as you can see, we're here. And in a way, this has been shadow dropped. Kind of. It was leaked. It just kind of came out without kind of fanfare. So I'm here to stream it today. Defiance is a very unique game, very special game. It is going to be a lot like Devil May Cry. So if you guys did catch my other playthroughs of the other Legacy of Kain games, it's going to be very different from those games, but also very similar. So that's the best thing to do, is just to show you, get things started. Hopefully you guys are having a great night. Hopefully you guys are taking care.
Given the choice whether to rule a corrupt and failing empire, or to challenge the fates for another throw, a better throw against one's destiny, what was a king to do? But does one ever truly have a choice? One can only match, move by move, the machinations of fate, and thus defy the tyrannous stars. And so I returned to the sanctuary of my enemy, the fortress of the Sarafan Brotherhood, deemed impossible for any man to penetrate. Impossible for any man. Deep within these walls, my prey awaited, Moebius, the time streamer, deceiver and eternal gamester, using living beings as his pawns.
In the end, we'd rooted out an entire nest of the fiends.
But we had swept that area already.
Not well enough, but no matter. We purged every last one of that brood with fire, where their souls now rest.
Lord Moebius will be pleased.
It was time for Moebius to answer a few questions. I hoped for his sake to find him in a forthcoming mood.
Awesome. Yeah. So I could have played this for you guys at any point, like on repeat. I do have a version. But I don't like messing around with the controller configuration. You had to wait a couple years, but we're finally here. We're streaming it. Feels good, by the way. This is definitely the PS2 version. Never really played the Xbox version. I wonder. I remember that version had like a visual overhaul compared to the PS2 visual. Better. I'm trying to think of how they were better. I remember they were just like a lot clearer. And because I'm coming from the other Legacy of Kain games, I'm expecting like a crouch button. There is no crouch button here. This game is like a mixture of Blood Omen and like the Soul Reaver games. The art style, of course, as you can see, is the Soul Reaver art style, Soul Reaver 1 and 2. Like this Kain is just like outside of the face, he's like almost the exact same as his Soul Reaver counterpart. So the controls are different. Again, there is no crouch button. I believe there is technically a sneak button. There is no sneak button. I don't think you can sneak here. I don't think you can lightly press this. You can't sneak. More like stalk. Not like in the other games. Legit had a sneak button. Your telekinesis button is R2. And you can manually aim it with R2. You can quick fire it with circle, which is how I'm gonna be doing it. Kain has this float from Blood Omen, his double jump. He has a light attack, he has a heavy attack, he has a combo with the light attack. 3. He's gonna get more to that going forward. But we have to actually unlock his further moveset. Kain also has a lift attack. You cut enemies into the air. And if you hold the lift attack, Kain actually follows it. And once you're in the air, Kain does have a basic 3-hit combo in the air. Punches enemies away. And also has a slam attack. So I've actually been writing this very elaborate Legacy of Kain combat script. So I'm very happy I have Defiance. That'll help me make that script even better. The timing on this is perfect.
Help me! Help me! Oh, please, no!
From time to time, it is necessary to feed. And the unusual event of a feast prepared by the Sarafan must be savored.
When I was younger, I never knew that these characters, the sounds are from the previous game. Mostly from Blood Omen 1 and 2. They're teaching us about the hunger mechanics. Kain does, in fact, his health does drain over time. There's no morality system, so you do not get penalized for feeding on enemies. Good. Or NPCs, I should say. Or people. Did nothing to me. As a matter of fact, who knows what they did? They may not have done anything at all. You have a hard time believing. Oh, sorry. Remember there was like a crumbling wall in one of these. Have health upgrades here, health talisman, a couple of those. I forget how many. Where it actually upgrades our HP. Kain can just go through barriers. This ability, this is mist. Kain's had the mist in every single Legacy of Kain game. But this application is more so how it was used in Blood Omen. Cool to have it kind of circle back. Okay, I think that's progress. Back to this prologue.
What was that? The touch of water is like acid to a vampire. I had to find another way to pass.
The game had some rough edges. I think to some degree it was rushed. Like the controls to me feel a little bit, they feel good overall, but like the jumping feels rushed. As does the climb. There's some sound and animation wonkiness overall. Like it's not quite as smooth as Reaver Souls. Feel good.
This passage undoubtedly led to the time streamer. My prey was nearly in my grasp. But the door had been sealed by a blessed barrier. As I approached, the Reaver resonated in response. Perhaps its dark sorcery could dispel these holy barriers. As I suspected, the Reaver was not yet powerful enough to shatter these barriers, but there was something to this.
Yeah, she did it the first time. Symbols here. Everything. First time we like really get the color of their symbol. What's up, Painkiller? Thanks for joining me tonight. How are you? So for this one, you guys can easily just like launch these guys. For me, it's a lot of fun. But for me, I like to bring them over here. Actually, get my sword experience up. Just for the hell of it, throw one up. And if you like TK this guy into Kain does this weird sort of pose. It's just really cool effect. You can really just like juggle this guy. If you want to. Like, do it like that.
They victor!
combat system's like really loose in Legacy of Kain. You can just make up your own shit pretty much. And once you get like the advanced abilities, like you can really just go to town, make up your combos. You can just keep the combo going forever if you want to. Like it's super freeform. That's what I always liked about it. Devil May Cry, this is not. Let's be honest. However, like there are health pots around. Kind of get a lay of the land. This is a funny room, because of these guys. You can just break these, however, there's a guy up there. Can be comboed by those. I like to use them. Wait, what do I normally just hold this? So if you guys like need blood or anything like that, just aim this. But this thing has to shake. There we go. Oh, feet are gonna get hit. Arrow. There's actually guys up in here. When I first played it, I thought they were like mechanical. Might activate it. What I never appreciated about this room, I'll wait till it's
Locked. What a love of doors these pathetic humans have.
Never appreciated how this version of the stronghold is so much smaller than the one in Reaver 2. Because this is supposed to be like the analog of Kain and Raziel. But it's just so much smaller. This, of course, was the room Raziel met Moebius and Kane. This, I think that's what it was supposed to be. Layout similar.
Vampire!
You guys are yanking down. We are a vampire demigod. We have telekinesis. These humans are not gonna be much compared to them.
They victors!
Execute dodge. You can actually dodge and jump right after you dodge. This guy wants as much as I can to get that sword combo up. Good experience out of TK, so I got to finish it. Talking about painkiller. Good. Huh, original Xbox. Honestly, original Xbox is good, but if you did have trouble getting your hands on one, At least one that's functional.
This emblem was unmistakably of vampire origin and designed to enhance the Reaver's power. But this coincidence seemed too convenient. Moebius clearly meant for me to find it.
Sound the alarm!
Vampire!
Don't let him escape!
Surround him! Surrender, fiend, and we will promise you an easy death.
I could promise you the same, but it would be a lie.
Yeah, so if you have trouble finding an original Xbox, especially one that's functional painkiller, they actually have a ton of Xbox original games on the Xbox 360. A lot of that stuff is backwards compatible, but by the end of the 360's life, they did put a lot of those games on the storefront. So I ended up downloading a ton of original Xbox games. I'm sure that stuff's still available in the current Xbox storefront. So I could be wrong. You guys are taking. How far did he go? Jeez. There we go. I think I'm gonna make it. So we can charge that Reaver up. Charge on it. Yeah, the charge attack, Reaver spell. Good stuff. Of course, the Reaver spells is a bit more diverse, but that's what we got. This guy must have died off screen. Cool. Yeah, so now we got Reaver spells. Pretty dope. Though all it does is that like pushback attack, which is alright. We can also
This barrier had a curious resonating effect on the Reaver.
take these barriers down. Let me explain. Backtrack. Gank this guy out. See if we can get a full Reaver charge off.
Play Victus.
Go. Reaver charge. There's another. I don't think there's anything else. Block here. In each previous game except for a Blood Omen 1 have block.
This door had been equipped with a singular lock, requiring an unusual key. Somehow, I would find it.
Very confident. Hopefully this isn't the door we came in before. I have to figure out how to do live levels. I would Oh, we got the cadaverous laceration, dope. I'll show you guys what that looks like. So let's get a description. Gauge here.
Balance emblem.
Gives us our goals, missions.
Cadaverous laceration.
We have our moves. As you see, we have a total of 5. Just simple rapid fire. You guys are play Blood Omen 2, you recognize that as I just wish they had like another, like at least like another like 9 to really polish it. Yeah, I got a ton of those original Xbox games. Okay, cool. Cool. Let me know how it goes. There's a couple fighting games on the There's a couple of fighting games on the original Xbox. I still gotta get it. I had a copy of Kakuto Chojin, but I actually don't know where it is. And then there's the other fighting game. I forget what it's called. It's not Dead or Alive, but it's like another one that's similar to Kakuto Chojin, like an underrated fighter. Then there's games like Dr. Muto, Metal Arms, Glitch in the System. Those are cool. I wonder, are there trophies for this? I'm a little bit curious about that. I'm not. Oh, there's 21. Okay. So if there's trophies, how much you want to bet that this training dummy is going to be one of the trophies? Yeah, I still have Jet Set Radio Future. The game's awesome. Hey, you do get a you get like a power up. You get a health power. Dead or Alive 3 is a straight up banger. Fang, you got it. You got it. Nice. Yeah, I remember I actually like those two fighting games a lot. Is Tao Feng Enter Lotus and Kakuto Choji. I think Tao Feng was the one Tobias made, right? And it was the one with the limb damage, if I recall correctly. Like you could damage your opponent's limbs and make them fight with like broken arms and stuff. Crazy. Yeah, you knew exactly what I was talking about. I appreciate that. Surprisingly, that wasn't a trophy. I'm very shocked by that. Oh man, there's also those Castlevania PS2 games that play kind of like yeah, I was that was last week. I can't believe we got that. I didn't even know these guys were here. Yeah, the weakest part of this game's combat is actually the enemies.
They victor.
Not the best. Great. PK system in this game is like... I used to be so mad when Devil May Cry came out. I'm like, man, Kane did that first. Like when Nero did the Devil Bringer. That's just telekinesis for Legacy of Kain Defiance. But it's all good. I like the Devil Bringer too. I just always really like the telekinesis. Really OP. When you really get right down to it. It's really OP to just be able to throw your enemies around wherever you want them. And later we get an ability that lets you like lock the enemy in place. The telekinesis. Great. we're nearing the end of Kain's part. There's anything. Camera angles. Not the best. I do wish they kept in the third-person camera because I think that would have added a unique dimension to the combat. That is Devil May Cry. But I'm not at all mad at how this game came out. I think this game has a lot of charm. I like the little stuff. Like I like how they brought the jump back from Blood Omen. My bad. Kain, you fall in the water, vampires are weak to water. It does take you back to the checkpoint. Kinda want to show you. I'm sure there'll be some opportunities to show you later. I could even accidentally mess up and do it. Alright, we made it. I'm gonna twist that, and I think there's a story part. Before we head up in there, right quick, check out what you guys are saying. Chronicles of Riddick. Yeah, Chronicles of Riddick was like a first-person, a beat-em-up sort of thing. Dope, really dope game. Kind of ahead of its time when you think about it. So Chronicles of Riddick was made by the people that made the Darkness 1 and 2. So I have both Darkness games. I accidentally ended up playing the second game before I played the first, and I got like maybe 30% through it, and I was like, oh man, I can't beat this game before I beat the first, and I stopped playing. It was a ton of fun. I actually loved it, and I want to get back to playing it. Actually, I'll probably stream that hopefully sometime next year. I'll be able to get to the Darkness. I want to play some more of my 360 games.
Yes, I understand. It will be done. The stage is set. You needn't linger in the shadows, Kain. It has been a long time, hasn't it?
No banter, Moebius. You know why I'm here.
Yes, Raziel. You sought to introduce your own pawn into this game, and now he's been swept from the board.
By your hand, I suspect. Where is he?
Perhaps you should ask, when? How humiliating it must be for you to come begging at my doorstep for answers.
Enough wordplay.
Don't threaten me.
Ah!
You see, I have the upper hand. How remarkable that the great Kain should succumb to the scepter's power like any common vampire. Still so arrogant after all these years, thinking you've devised some brilliant plan. You know nothing. You have read the signs, but missed their meaning. You believe you are that myth of vampire prophecy, the scion of balance, and that Raziel holds the key to fulfilling your destiny. But your messianic delusions have blinded you to Raziel's true nature. You have no idea what you've unleashed. There was a time when you might have heeded wise counsel when it was offered. Now, your vanity has made you witless. You will have to learn the truth for yourself. You'll be needing this. Your strength will return after I have departed. But by then, you will have more urgent concerns than pursuing me. Perhaps, when we next meet, you will have learned a little humility. These strange creatures seem to manifest from the very shadows.
Crazy that Moebius knows that Kain is going to kill him. He's been killed by Kain so many times, and he still slides my man his weapon. It takes a set to even though like you know this stuff's gonna happen, like you just slide his weapon. Crazy.
Moebius's attempt at stopping me was not one of his better efforts. When I found him, it would be my turn to offer a few surprises.
Ah, there's our trophy.
Surrender, Raziel. Abandon this petty rebellion. It was I who made you. Your life had played out, and in my grace, I spared you.
Hey, Joshua.
You are my Reaper of Souls. You have no other purpose, no higher destiny. Just this. Accept your calling, Raziel. Let go of these vain hopes. Relinquish your will, and feed.
No.
What do you profit from this defiance?
There's some grim satisfaction in infuriating you.
My patience is eternal, Raziel. How many eons can you bear to languish here? The wheel of fate must turn. All are redeemed in the cleansing agony of birth, death, and rebirth. This is the engine of life, the purifying rhythm of the universe to which all souls are irresistibly drawn. Yours is a necessary and noble function, Raziel.
Enough of your sermonizing. Are you trying to bore me into submission? Why must this game go on? We both know what you are. You're no better than the vampires you so despise. A voracious parasite, cloaking its appetite in a shroud of righteousness. I refuse to do your will.
I can see into your heart, Raziel. It is not your will, but cowardice that keeps you here.
How so?
You know what fate awaits you when you leave the underworld. That phantom weapon you bear is a constant reminder, isn't it? The sword is waiting for you out there somewhere, and you tarry so as not to meet it.
I could not deny it. As long as I lingered here, defying my captor, I was able to postpone what I feared was my inevitable doom. To become the ravenous spirit imprisoned in the Reaver blade. But that sentence was no worse than the stalemate I now endured. Better to face one's destiny than cower from it.
Harvester of souls, I created you. And to this function, my angel of death, you will return.
Enough. Yes, I submit.
Very good. Indulge your hunger. Yes, embrace your calling, Raziel. You will find that just as defiance has its price, so obedience has its rewards.
And submission is not always what it seems.
Yeah, Josh, welcome to the stream. Try not to talk while the cutscenes are going, because of course Legacy of Kain cutscenes are dope. Thanks for joining me. Legacy of Kain Defiance, amazing game. The final game in the series. which is crazy. This game came out in 2003. We haven't had a follow-up since then. I want to ask you, Josh, how you feel about this game being the last game in the series, and also if you know anything about Legacy of Kain Dark Prophecy. That's a subject that I am very interested in. And I appreciate you subscribing and giving a like. I really appreciate that, man. And that goes a long way. So thanks for joining us tonight. And yes, Painkiller, that is Frollo's voice. Also the voice of, let me think of some other characters. How am I blanking? This guy voiced so many characters. Oh, Megabyte from Reboot. That's the famous one for me, is Megabyte. But definitely Frollo. The Hellfire song, you can actually imagine this guy singing it. Really good. And what'd you say before? Might get a PS1 and a PS2. Yes, you might as well. I mean, I got mine a few years ago. I got a new PS2 a few years back. And I got a new PS1 a few years back too. I remember they weren't too expensive, but this was probably like maybe like 8 to 10 years ago. But yeah, if you can find it on eBay, go for it. Okay. Raziel, we have two Reavers.
Spectral Reaver.
There are default Reavers.
Material Reaver.
You play the previous games, these are the same swords. There's a bit of a redesign. You see here they have the actual hilt on them. Before they were only like pure energy, like the top of the blade, but this time they're actually shaped like the
Spectral Reaver.
The actual physical Reaver that Kain carries. Like the design is more aligned with those. And of course Raziel doesn't have his moves yet. I'm gonna focus, just like I did with Kain, on just trying to slash as many enemies as possible to get Raziel's new move. Although I don't think we're able to get them here because I don't think Raziel fights as much as Kain for the part. I think my muscle memory carried me to this card. I think I remember. That was... Spectrum is really cool in this one. I love how depressing it is. Like all the moaning and crying and all that stuff. It really feels like the afterlife. Also, like Raziel's glide in this one compared to the other games, it's like a full-on glide. Like he puts his whole body into it. Just a few of the small things I like about Defiance. Oh, cool. Yeah, me neither. I didn't think it would ever come to the PlayStation. But you know, there's 5 games altogether.
Below me swirled an ominous-looking mist. I knew that if I fell, it would mean my peril.
Yeah, there's the 2 Blood Omen games as well. I don't know if you're counting those or not.
Going home. There's no home.
I love this series, man. I want them to have at least one more final game to close out the saga.
Do you believe your worthiness is so easily proved? Your way is sealed until you have offered further evidence of your obedience.
I must feed you before I depart this place.
You must feed yourself, Raziel.
The wheel must turn.
Ah, now you understand.
Raziel's controls are pretty much identical to Kain's. The way he attacks is a little bit different. He has more of a nimble feel to him than Kain does. Kain feels a bit heavier than Raziel. And Raziel's telekinesis isn't quite as formed as Kain's, so he can't do he can't hold enemies, like he can't manipulate them around the battlefield, but he can push them, and I think he can pull them too. I'm done. Good art. So I died first with Raziel. That's interesting.
You may go, but remember, you are mine. You can no more escape from me than you can escape yourself.
Well, I liked everything about this Raziel model except his hair. His hair looks weird compared to the other. Looks a bit more cartoony in this one, but I don't mind it.
You want this room cleared of its vermin.
If you wish to leave it,
Your will be done.
my good servant. See? Obedience brings prompt rewards.
Yeah, that's my plan, man, to start playing more old school stuff. I lost sight of that a little bit actually this year. But I want to go back. Even back to the Game Boy Color. I got a few games on there I want to play. This room's fun.
Where do you think you're going, little soul?
A bit of a time challenge.
You can't escape.
This can be a little bit tricky with the older guy, like destroying stuff as you're trying to climb it. And then if you're not used to the different camera angles like this, if you're not used to that, then this can be like that. Like that can get like disorienting. They'll let us skip, y'all. Let us skip. But it actually gets tricky.
Faster.
When you get close to the top.
Embrace your destiny.
So I think just climb as high here, and I think he'll do like a neutral jump backwards if you just you need to have to press back. If you just press back, just jump. He'll go straight back like that. Do the same here. All the way to the top. Neutral jump. At some point we will have to speed up.
Never escape.
Because this is gonna start going fast.
I grow tired of this, Raziel.
But we're pretty much done. Gotta jump over it.
Clearly my escape had not been anticipated, or my benevolent master would not have expended such efforts to prevent me from going. And if my departure displeased him, then that was a victory, however small, for me.
I just loved how petty Raziel can be.
In the spectral realm, water is as thin as air, putting this opening far beyond my reach. But once I found my way into the physical world, I might be able to swim up there.
Raziel's alright. Yeah, if this annoys my master in any way, shape, or form, I'm for it. You gotta imagine Raziel's position. Like, this guy has been cooped up with the Elder Guy for like 500 years. Like, we may think the Elder Guy has a cool voice, but imagine listening to that every day for 500 years. Not just listen to that, but listen to him nag you that whole time. Torture.
This door would only open when fitted with an appropriate artifact. But to use such an object, I would first have to find a way back into the material realm.
Might pull off the two protagonists thing, the two protagonist switch thing, like, very masterful. Very well done here. It really feels like reading a book. You're just flipping chapters and you're just flipping characters. Chapters.
When you're going home, there's no home.
So, one new addition, Raziel can also find in the spirit realm, the spectral realm. The first time he can do that. Did you play the remaster of Kain? Yeah, I actually have a playthrough of both remastered Soul Reavers. I have one with commentary on my second channel. I can link that, and then I have one with no commentary on this channel for both Soul Reaver 1 and 2. Had a really good time with both Soul Reaver 1 and 2. I definitely want to do like an all trophy run around where I specifically go for all the trophies. I did end up getting them on that one, but I had to do a second playthrough. But love those games. Love those. I always loved both of those games, but that game really showed me how much I love Soul Reaver number 1. Because I've always been a Soul Reaver 2 fan because of the story. The Soul Reaver 1, that gameplay is just so much fun. But I'm gonna get that link real quick in case you want to check that out. Alright, I'll post it in the chat for you. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Did you get to play those? I think we can only get the figure around. Yeah, I want them to do an HD collection for both Blood Omen games.
At last, I discovered a conduit into the material realm. I would finally escape the spirit world and take one step farther from my tormentor.
Did you think to receive the same favors after your rebellion as before? No, Raziel. I have no need for you to enter the physical world, so no conduit will be granted. You serve me adequately as a wraith, and a wraith you will remain.
So, my restraints had not been removed, only loosened. I would not be held prisoner in the spectral realm. There had to be another way.
Yeah, I'm definitely curious as to your take on If Defiance is your favorite, how would you rank the other two games in comparison to Defiance? Because they're a great trilogy. Defiance is like the perfect sort of sequel to Soul Reaver 2, story-wise. But gameplay-wise, how would you? That's what I'm interested in.
As I emerged, I was granted a vision of what I would become if I did not escape the spectral realm. For these too were agents of my master, hunting the lost souls that struggled to escape the endless twilight of the underworld.
These are called archons. They actually remind me of the vampires in the first Soul Reaver game. The spectral vampires. I think they had the exact same attack. It's exactly where they hit you, then drain your health. Yeah, just like that, right? That was just successfully open.
My master's plan for me was ominously clear. Like these mindless hunters, I existed only to fuel him with souls, siphoning their energy to feed him and his wheel of fate. I had to break these bonds while I still possessed my own will.
We're back to Kain after this. So yeah, I only asked you that, Joshua, because and that's a badass artwork. Kain's gonna talk right quick. I'm gonna let him talk. I'm gonna let him cook. Alright, he didn't talk. Alright. So I only asked you that, Joshua, because I'm very curious about that, and I've been working on a script for a series video about the combat in the series from the first game all the way up to game 5. And I've just been obsessing over this, like over ranking these games. I'm right there with you. Like, it is very difficult to rank the 3 games, but I finally did it, and I realized that my favorite game in the series, Soul Reaver 2, I actually like the gameplay of that the least out of all 5 games. That's like, gameplay wise, that's my least favorite. Though it does have a lot of great potential, it just didn't live up to it. But the story for that game is what puts it at my #1 overall. So if I were to just rate those 3 games, it would have to be the first Soul Reaver, definitely head and shoulders above Defiance and Soul Reaver 2 for me. Just as the complete package. And if we're just talking about gameplay, I gotta put Defiance right after, and then of course Soul Reaver 2 right after that. If we're just talking about story, I gotta go with Soul Reaver 2. Then for me it gets tough after there, because I don't know, I like the story of Soul Reaver 1, but it's kind of basic when you compare it to Soul Reaver 2 and Defiance. So that's where I struggle at, is for story. Do I put Defiance there because so much stuff happened to Defiance, or do I put Soul Reaver 1 there for just like the purity of that story, like just how just direct. It wasn't all this convoluted time travel and stuff. It's just a simple revenge story. So I think I might even have to go Soul Reaver 2 for the story, then Soul Reaver 1, then Defiance, if I'm only doing those 3 story wise. And actually, Painkiller, I do have Primal on this system. I don't know if I currently have it downloaded, but I do have it in my library. And I had a good time playing it. It was actually a pretty dang confusing game too. Like, I got lost on some parts looking for stuff. I think this is Malik right here. Malik the Seraphim. So he must be like, he must have got put in that suit of armor not too long ago. Maybe these are just random sacrifices.
This artifact seemed as though it was made for that unusual lock. Now the door could be opened.
If you guys want to just hear Kane, his magnificent voice actor, say random shit, random cool shit, because he
Falcon insignia.
you just go into the menu, he'll just enunciate everything.
Cadaverous laceration.
Yeah, whenever you get something new, just go into the menu and listen to Kane pronounce it. I guess that's a feature. Yes, I haven't uploaded Blood Omen 2, Joshua. I did get stuck at the friggin' Marcus boss fight, and I just stopped playing it because it frustrated me, and my life was getting complicated at the time too. I just stopped playing it for a bit and just hadn't gotten back to it. I actually started recording it maybe 2 months ago. I think no, it's been way longer than 2 months. It's probably been like 3 or 4 months ago, to be honest. Yeah, but I got to that. Was it Marcus or was it sorry, it was Sebastian. I got to the Sebastian boss fight. And he just was wrecking me. He was wrecking my face. But I haven't uploaded it to the channel as of yet. So that's my next move actually. I think that'll be a 100% trophy run. I'm pretty sure I got the hardest trophy in the game already, so not much to worry about. I just gotta figure out how to schedule the uploads. Life is a little busy at the moment. But I've been having a lot of pretty good game. Back in the day, I think me and a lot of people actually like crapped on that game, but I think we crapped on it because I mean it's not the perfect game, but I think we crapped on it more so because we weren't used to games as slow as Blood Omen 2 ended up being. Nowadays we play a lot of the slower combat games like Souls-likes. Those are really popular now. I think back then we were looking for stuff that was like more fast-paced, like Devil May Cry. And Blood Omen 2 is no Devil May Cry, but it's actually a pretty fun game. Should be a couple of power-ups in here. I think there's gonna be a TK and a health power-up nearby. Gotta be that last one, right? Yes, Resident Evil 1 remake doesn't, nothing compares to Resident Evil remake. Do you know anything about the Dead Space remake? I heard the Dead Space remake was good, but it came out and then I just hadn't heard anything else about it. Jackson's King Kong. That's the game I know. Heard it was dope though. I seen gameplay for it. Never got to play it. Sure. I think so. Yeah, I remember that one. That's the one like you had guns, but you also had like a spear and stuff. And I think you fought giant bugs on that, if I'm not mistaken. game looked really. See, for me, the camera sometimes gets in the way of like the combos I'm doing, because I'm like, oh, a skill issue. Oh man, yeah, that's what I was actually talking to my best friend about that. We were talking about Dead Space. So he's only beaten the first one. I haven't even beaten the first one. I got like, I probably played maybe 60-70% of it. But for him, he's like, I definitely want to play 2 and 3, so I hope they remake it. So that'd be pretty dope. And me and him are really into Resident Evil 5. I don't know, one of those Dead Space or co-op. That'd be a fun time. I think Kong is one of those they should just upscale it, and they should re-release it, or just hell make a HD remake. Everything else is getting one.
Malik, the great Sarafan warrior. I had met him before. His sword and shield seemed to have gone astray.
I think these went over the too. That's in general, that's how I feel Painkiller about remakes, but I feel like they're gonna make them regardless. They're like Resident Evil 4. Resident Evil 4 still looks amazing. For the time frame, the gameplay still holds up, so I'm like, I make it, but made it anyway, so. Might as well do Dead Space too. Yeah, that's where I'm at too with it, Josh. Like, might as well, like, you guys already did 4. They might as well even do Code Veronica. Like, if we're honest, that's the one that needs to be fixed. A lot of people don't like Code. If they redo Resident Evil 5, the single player has to have better AI for your partner, because she dies way too easily. I actually played that game on the hardest difficulty with that AI partner, and I wanted to pull my hair out. Bad. Oh yeah. Ubisoft would definitely mess up a remake King Kong. That's why I think they really just need to upscale it. But I think a lot of these companies can't leave well enough alone, and they're gonna try to. They're gonna definitely try to make a full-on remake. Okay, so I believe I came over here, if I'm not mistaken. Came from this way. Okay, this the Seraphan. Where's this? I'm getting lost in Legacy of Kain game. Been a while. And this leads back to Moebius' place, which we don't need to go back down there. Or do we? We're following Moebius.
Falcon insignia.
It's insignia. Where was it at? Sealed door. So I'm happy that Remedy's at least the one making it, because I don't want Rockstar to make it. As much as I like Max Payne 3, the fact that you can't skip cutscenes in there is like just one of those modern things that I don't like. So I'm glad Remedy's keeping it. I'm thinking they're gonna keep it weird. It's gonna stay weird if it's in Remedy's hands. I think it'll be fine, but if it's not, you can tell me I told you so. Let's fill. Enemy type. These guys were buffing everybody. We got a new move. I forget which one this is. Basically the air version of damage laceration. Yeah, Max Payne 3 is probably my favorite third-person shooter. It's between Max Payne 3, Resident Evil 4, and Resident Evil 6. Vanquish is actually also really good. If you've never played Vanquish, I highly recommend that. That's also 360. One of the badass third-person shooters I've ever played.
Tell me, where can I find your master? Quickly, Moebius is...
in the tower.
Good.
Yeah, honestly, I think they will probably remake Dead Space 2. And then they're gonna, if Dead Space 2 does well, then they'll make a Dead Space 3. As far as Capcom, I don't know what they're doing. I don't know if they're even gonna do another Resident Evil game. I think they're crazy if they don't, because that's just easy money.
Get him!
I'm just making up combos. Almost doesn't make sense. Guys just become your training dummies. Oh, there we go. Sorry, you're on fire. I have this agent here. Oh, these guys have background. Ooh, hell no. Are you serious? Hell no. Get out of here. That dude just nearly took my whole health bar. He's just like, I don't care. Shadows of the Damned. I did love Shadows of the Damned. That's another one. That one actually reminded me of Resident Evil 4 a lot. The guns in that one were actually really good. I think that one's an underrated third-person shooter. I like Gears of War. I'm not the biggest Gears of War fan. Resident Evil 5. I like 6, but I think 6 had a lot of awkward extra gameplay, but if you just take like the run and gun stuff, that stuff's really good. If you just play Mercenaries in RE6, it has some of the best third-person shooter gameplay I've ever played. You can do so much stuff in that game. You actually feel like an action movie star in that one. Blood. Painfully low here. That's this room. I came from there. Cool. Just as confusing as the one in Soul Reaver. I think that's the room I was thinking about. Be something up here. Man, I'm so happy, Painkiller, because I actually do have Arkham Origins on the PC. I didn't even know I had it. So I don't even have to order the 360 version. I can just play it on PC.
Malik's missing shield. I hated to restore his dignity, but I would need to return this to his monument before I could progress.
Got Malik's shield. I'm gonna go maybe 12 more minutes, go to 11:30, and I'm gonna hop off. A lot of fun. Just want to thank you guys for joining me tonight. You guys make these streams much more fun. I could just play Defiance, right? I could just play Defiance. I can always play Defiance solo, but it's always fun playing with other fans. Oh, you have a lot of fun.
Die, vampire!
Yeah, we actually ran some Jake and Sherry the other night, me and my friend Mark. We're gonna upload that to the channel pretty soon, actually. Had a lot of fun with that one. I guess Wesker had him before the events of the first Resident Evil, right? Or he's about Sherry's age, so yeah, before the events of the first Resident Evil. What I found hilarious about Jake was that he came out around the same time that Lars from Tekken did, and they both had that story of like their dad was like this evil world, you know, this evil guy who wanted world domination, and their mother was from Scandinavia or from a Nordic country. In both cases, I'm like, is this some kind of weird trend that we're doing? I thought Jake was okay. I'm glad that he did not get his own Devil May Cry sort of game, but I am curious like how he would fit in the series now that the series is changed gears. Would Jake, if he came back, would he be like a villain now, or would he still be a hero? That's the sort of question I'm curious about. Yeah, so the stories I liked in RE6, or I liked Chris's. I thought Chris's was really good. Chris and Pierce. I like Ada's only because she got like all the pieces of the story. Like her story is the only one that really like made a lot of sense. And then I liked Jake and Sherry's because I like Jake and Sherry overall. I like their connection. And that they're both tied to series villains. I thought that was cool. Didn't I like Leon's that much because I thought his was kind of nonsensical, like him. The whole thing with him and Helena just bothered me. It's like, bro, why are you just ask her, just tell her to tell you what's up. Like, she would not tell him anything. And he's just like, okay. But I did like the return of the zombies. Yeah, I was camping. I thought that was pretty cool. It was nice seeing them, even though they quickly became annoying. It was nice getting the zombies. Hey, who are you aiming at, buddy? Whoever it is, they're not needed. Yeah. Yeah, he went back to his like, oh shucks, for the personality from RA2. Like, Leon, you are a trained agent. You need to ask questions, dude.
Malik's sword belonged in his right hand. However distasteful this errand was, I would return it to its proper place.
I liked, I did like Helena's Hydra shotgun. She had that short barrel, like sawed off triple barrel shotgun. I think each character in the game has something to make you like enjoy playing as them. Something that made it unique. Jake, of course, was like his hand-to-hand skills. Amazing. Jerry had the taser. Stunner ride, all of them. Fist, of course, was Chris. Pierce had his own custom sniper rifle. Leon had the dual pistols. Leon had the bow. Who else was in there? Yeah, that's everybody. Except for Egypt. Fake character agent. Kevin's cool. How do you feel about RE9? Since RE9 is using outbreak characters. And we got mages, and we got arrow people. Alright, I gotta be careful with these dudes. Almost killed me last time. Without even really trying. Bring these guys back up here. Yeah. Right. Somebody's hitting like a touch you. Is it you that I can't? You sir are
The way to the tower now lay open before me. I looked forward to finding Moebius and resuming our conversation.
Okay. We'll finish up Kane's part and then we'll call that a night. Kane's part shouldn't take too much longer. I'm enjoying this though. It's great. Great to have Legacy of Kain on the modern hardware. All we've been asking for this whole time. Finally get it. Ask you shall receive. Quick enough, you can actually get these guys in combo.
Victus.
Oh, cool. You haven't spoiled anything for yourself. Okay. If that's the case, I won't say anything else. They do have like a gameplay sort of trailer too, or gameplay section. That's pretty neat. And people already got their theories as to what the monster could be. There is a monster that chases you. Oh, you're giving them that's what I'm saying, dude. That's the exact same thing I said. I was like, yeah, just remake Dino Crisis. At least the first one. You have a full RE engine to do so. Make a great Dino Crisis game. And I've been saying the same thing about Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy has a great action turn-based engine. They should just do a Chrono Trigger with that in. Chrono Trigger already play like pretty similar to FF7. FF remake style Chrono Trigger game. Yeah, I got a whole video where I talk about the games I like to see in remake. The ones that can actually
Obey, Victus!
Wait, you can throw a guy through the statue. Can't break it with UK. I should have threw a guy through a statue. Really? I don't remember going back out through the. No. Like, yeah, I don't remember having to backtrack through a window. It doesn't make sense. Anything else? All right. Wrecking. I haven't been stopping
Decorative sword.
to let Kain pronounce everything. Been doing that.
Decorative sword.
Okay, we'll see these guys Breath of Fire, they just never went back to it. I think it's possible they may have some spin-off games. I kind of recall them doing some sort of spin-off game with Breath of Fire. Oh, what the hell? Really? There's a bunch of guys over there? Why there's so many dudes over there? Clock Tower, they're actually making a new Clock Tower. Well, they're remaking Clock Tower 2. Or no, I'm sorry, they're remaking Fatal Frame 2. My bad. I thought this was a record. I might have missed the secret. I think there was some sort of flag with a secret behind it previously. Was it this? I think it was this. I think it was earlier in the level.
Curious. This artifact, joined with the relic I discovered earlier, appeared to be but one fragment of a larger emblem. This shard was endowed with elemental fire, enhancing both the Reaver and my telekinetic powers. Flame. Balance emblem.
Yeah, I have Lost Planet. I got all 3 games on the 360. But that's a series they never went back to touch. That one just kind of died. Never came back. Oh, use TK, okay. Or do I gotta go back? There's a puzzle to it. Shot me. Dude, get out of here. Oh my god, this guy. Get the fuck out of here, man. Whole health bar. Okay, sweet. We got the bounce attack. So what that is not a bounce attack. I was trying to bounce him, but Kane's just breaking his bone. Okay. What do we get by the by?
Cadaverous laceration. Sanguine censure. Infernal sundering.
Though I don't think the TK we use in battle, I don't think it's like I think we only use flaming TK for puzzles. Jump here. Low. Oh, see. Oh, you should play the Outbreak games one day. Both games are very challenging. Play way 100 times. Yeah, I appreciate the Outbreak games. Like I was just explaining that to my boy Mark, like, cause he was trying to like kind of figure out like what they might play like, and they're unique. There's nothing like Outbreak games.
Here you are at last. I see you found a fragment of the balance emblem. This will be of even further use to you, if you can find the other three. Now, shall we?
Yes. Let us continue our conversation, but on a somewhat different footing. Now, what do you have to tell me, Moebius?
You cannot kill me. We both know that this is not how or when I die.
Death is not the only possible outcome.
Your delusions of fulfilling the vampire's foolish prophecies have badly distorted your judgment. And Raziel is not what you think.
You dare imagine what I think.
So, you prevented Raziel's soul from entering the Reaver. Do you believe for a moment that by this you have averted your fate? Or his? Or that of Nosgoth itself? Your manipulations are pathetic.
Yet Raziel retains his free will, and that's what frightens you, isn't it, Moebius? You cannot see his path, and so you cannot control it.
And neither can you. Yes, Raziel is shrouded from us, but we see the ripples of his potential actions, and every path he might choose leads to the same outcome. He will kill you, Kain. In sparing Raziel, you have written your own death sentence.
You still have not answered the question I came to ask. Where is Raziel?
He is not, in a true sense, here. Not now.
Don't try my patience, Moebius. What have you done with him?
He is contained. In time, it may be safe to release him. His destiny must be completed. He will enter the sword. But until that time, he is dangerous. Far more dangerous than you could understand.
And your incontrovertible evidence?
The answers are plain, if you know where to look. Go west of the pillars. There you will find a testament written in stone.
But stones, too, can lie.
Always love that line. Right back to the pillars with us. I believe this transition will take Raziel. Kain as well. Feels like each one of these may.
The pillars of Nosgoth stood pristine against the horizon. To the west, I would find the enlightenment Moebius felt I lacked.
And they brought back bat form, just like from the first game. So I love the callbacks to the original Blood Omen. Awesome. I feel like if you started this game back in 1995, you came back in 2000. No, actually, this was not. Started this game in 96 and came back for this one, like 7 years later. Yeah, I'm glad you came through, Joshua. Hope you had a great time. I'm gonna be playing probably tomorrow. I'm gonna try
There
to play
had to be a
tomorrow.
way to escape the spirit world without the help my master was pleased to deny me. Only in the material realm would I have a chance to seek my destiny, or change it.
Yeah, I'll probably do the same time tomorrow. I was playing Deus Ex, but I'm a big Legacy of Kain fan, y'all. Like I'm definitely gonna be playing Legacy of Kain when the opportunity presents itself. So appreciate you guys for stopping by tonight. That's gonna end our stream. We're gonna start again next time with some Raziel gameplay. Hope you guys had a great time tonight. Just gonna, I know you guys said a few more things here. Perfect balance of realism while still being RE games. Something that modern Resident Evil games failed to do. Plus you actually got to explore locations in Raccoon City. So RE9, allegedly you're actually gonna be in Raccoon City, like a destroyed version of it. So that'll be interesting to see. But I see what you mean. Like I totally get what you mean in terms of the gameplay. Like I personally not the biggest fan of 7 and 8. 7 actually does try to make it more like the classic games, and then 8 tries to make it more like RE4. But to me, those games are just like a little bit too slow for my liking. But they're not bad games. But I would like to go back. I don't think they'll ever bring back those set camera angles, those cinematic camera angles. But I would like something more like at least the modern RE2 remake, but even more closer to the way RE1 remake plays. I don't know how they do that, but that's what I would want. Got to play as really original. We're trying to survive the break. No Chris or Lee. I did love that about Outbreak. And you didn't just have one character, you didn't just have 2 characters, you had like, well, like six characters or something like that, maybe 7 characters. A lot of characters, different scenarios too. Loved it. All right, guys, be back. I want you guys to take care of yourselves and your loved ones. I appreciate you for coming out tonight. Till next time, everybody. Peace.